everyone. Today in Natural Resources chapter, we are going to discuss the topic water, a wonderful liquid. So children, we know that water, it occupies a major part of the surface of the earth and it is also found in underground. So children, in oceans, water in oceans, there is 97.5% part of the total water and the remaining 2.5% part it is found on land. Okay, and out of this 2.5%, major part of it is found as frozen form, and in polar ice caps and in mountains or in glaciers. And the rest of the part, 0.6% part, it is the fresh water which is found in rivers, ponds, lakes and in dams. And major part of this 0.6% part, it is found underground, which is called groundwater. And the water which is found on the surface of the earth, that is called surface water. So ये जो fresh water है, that is very less. And this fresh water we use, means terrestrial organisms use. And water, it is not found, means the availability of the water is not same in the world, because during summers most of the places in India, they suffer or they face shortage of water. So children, we are very lucky that we get the water from water supply system. And there are so many places where this water supply system has not been installed, like most of the villages in Uttarakhand, which are very interior, and in so many other places also, जहाँ पर ये water supply system नहीं installed हुआ है. And there people go to fetch water very far away places, but we don't have to go because we get water in our homes through water supply system, which makes our life very comfortable. So children, why water is so necessary for us or for all the living organisms? See, water, it is very important for us because all the cellular processes, they takes place in water medium. And in our body, so many chemical reactions takes place, like digestion, respiration, etc. And the reactions which occurs in our body, these reactions occur in the substances, means between the substances which are dissolved in water. So, and one more thing, transportation of substances, means substances, they get also transported from one part of the body to the other in dissolved form, like gaseous exchange. आपको पता है जो gaseous exchange होता है, that also occurs in dissolved form. That is why organisms, they need to maintain a distinct level of water in their body in order to stay alive. Otherwise क्या होगा बेटा? Dehydration. और dehydration अगर ज़्यादा रहेगा तो उससे इंसान की डेथ भी हो सकती है. Means dehydration माने बॉडी में पानी की कमी. और इसीलिए ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बॉडी में, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स में, हम लोगों में भी वाटर का एक फिक्स, मीन्स वाटर जो है सफिशिएंट अमाउंट में ज़रूरी है, उसका लेवल मेंटेन रहना चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाई वाटर इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर अस.
So children, terrestrial life forms require fresh water for this because their bodies cannot tolerate or get rid of the high amounts of dissolved salts in saline water. देखिए, टेरेस्ट्रियल ऑर्गेनिजम्स के लिए फ्रेश वाटर बहुत ज़रूरी है, चाहे प्लांट्स हो या एनिमल्स, दोनों के लिए फ्रेश वाटर बहुत ज़रूरी है. Thus water sources need to be easily accessible for animals and plants to survive on land. And the availability of water decides not only the number of individuals of each species that are able to survive in a particular area, but it also decides the diversity of the life there. Means the availability of water, it decides not only the number of individuals of each species. Means अगर किसी जगह पानी easily available है तो वहाँ केवल एक ही species नहीं होगी, but it also decides the diversity of life there. मतलब उस जगह बहुत ज़्यादा लाइफ फॉर्म्स हमें देखने को मिलेंगे. देखिए, जिस जगह फ्रेश वाटर सोर्सेज दे आर इजीली अवेलेबल, दे आर नॉट ओनली ह्यूमन स्पीशीज लिव्स, दे आर अदर लाइफ फॉर्म्स ऑल्सो फाउंड. अब देखिए, जितनी भी ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पर पानी इजीली अवेलेबल है, फ्रेश वाटर, वहाँ पर आप देखिएगा बहुत ज़्यादा डाइवर्सिटी देखने को मिलती है लाइफ फॉर्म्स में. एंड the availability of water is not the only factor that decides the sustainability of life in a region, and other factors like temperature and nature of the soil, it also matters. देखिए केवल पानी अवेलेबल होना इट्स नॉट द ओनली फैक्टर, लेकिन अदर फैक्टर्स भी हैं जो ये डिसाइड करते हैं वहाँ पे sustainability of life in a region. But water is one of the major resources which determine life on the earth. So now we can say that water, it is very essential, very necessary for all the life forms present on land. Now next topic is water pollution. So what is water pollution? Water pollution is contamination of fresh water or seawater due to addition of harmful substances making it unfit for use. देखिए water pollution क्या है? Water pollution is contamination mixing of unwanted substances which are harmful for the organisms, either they are living on land or sea. So water pollution is an undesirable change in the physical, biological or chemical qualities of water due to addition of organic, inorganic, biological or radioactive substances that adversely affect the aquatic life and makes water unfit for use. So children, what are the different causes of water pollution? You know, sewage, it is a big cause of water pollution. Sewage from our towns and cities and the waste from the factories are also dumped into the rivers or lakes. देखिए हमारे घरों का जो भी गंदा पानी होता है, जो इंडस्ट्रीज़ हैं, फैक्ट्रीज़ हैं, उनका भी जो वेस्ट है दैट इज़ डम्प्ड इन फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज़ which makes the water pollute. Because sewage contains large quantities of harmful chemicals including acids, bases or alkalis and heavy metals that discharge into water bodies. And these include both inorganic and organic chemicals. And you know, next big reason is fertilizers and pesticides. See, fertilizers and pesticides, they are being used by farmers in their fields to increase the crop production. But these are washed by rainwater into water bodies and they pollute the fresh water bodies. देखिए फार्मर्स जो फील्ड में फर्टिलाइजर्स और पेस्टिसाइड्स यूज़ करते हैं जिससे कि क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा होगा, और यही केमिकल्स रेन वाटर के थ्रू फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज़ में आ जाते हैं और उन्हें पोल्यूट करते हैं. And children, you know, there are some industries like thermal plants. So they discharge hot water into fresh water bodies. देखिए जैसे थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स हैं तो ये फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज़ में हॉट वाटर डिस्चार्ज करते हैं. See, these industries, they use water for cooling in various operations and later return this hot water into water bodies. देखिए ये जो प्लांट्स होते हैं इनमें पानी यूज़ किया जाता है कूलिंग के लिए, and in return these factories, these industries, they release hot water into fresh water bodies. And this hot water has less oxygen, और इसमें क्या होता है ऑक्सीजन कम होती है, and reduced oxygen kills aquatic animals and reduces the rate of decomposition of organic matter which therefore accumulates. देखिए इस पानी में क्या होता है ऑक्सीजन भी कम होती है जिससे जो एक्वेटिक लाइफ फॉर्म है उनको प्रॉपर ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिल पाती है, और जो ऑर्गेनिक मैटर है वो भी प्रॉपरली डिकम्पोज नहीं हो जाता है और जो इकट्ठा होते जाता है रिवर्स में, एंड विच कॉजेज पॉल्यूशन, water pollution. And you know, another manner in which the temperature of the water in rivers can be affected is when water is released from dams. The water inside the deep reservoir would be colder than the water at the surface which gets heated by the sun. देखिए जो पानी एक डीप रिजर्वॉयर में है तो वो बहुत ठंडा होता है as comparative to water present on the surface because this water is heated by the sun. जो solar radiations हैं उसकी वजह से जो surface water है ये गर्म हो जाता है, और जबकि जो deep reservoir में water है that is colder. तो इस वजह से जो फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज़ हैं उनका टेम्परेचर चेंज हो जाता है, मीन्स उनमें जो पानी है उसका टेम्परेचर चेंज हो जाता है. एंड यू नो दिस अफेक्ट्स द लाइफ फॉर्म्स दैट आर फाउंड इन फ्रेश वाटर बॉडीज़ बिकॉज it increases the growth of some life forms and harms some other life forms, and this affects the balance between various organisms which had been established इन द सिस्टम। तो देखिए ये पूरे सिस्टम को एक तरह से स्पॉइल कर देता है, क्योंकि जो ऑर्गेनिज्म कूल वाटर में रहने वाले हैं उनकी ये ग्रोथ को बढ़ा देगा, बट द ऑर्गेनिज्म विच सर्वाइव इन द नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर ऑफ वाटर, they cannot survive in colder water. So this affects the balance between various organisms which had been established in the system. So children, just now I told you about the causes of water pollution, and these pollutants can be fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides which are used by farmers. And these pollutants can be arsenic, mercury, lead, nickel, cadmium, and these chemicals are very harmful and poisonous. And mercury, it is released by paper industries, because this chemical is used in paper industry. And these pollutants can be disease causing organisms like bacteria, protozoa, fungi, or viruses, or we can say pathogens, which causes different diseases. And the removal of desirable substances from water bodies like dissolved oxygen, which is used by animals and plants that live in water. देखिए अगर फ्रेश वाटर बॉडी में से जो डिजॉल्व ऑक्सीजन है उसका लेवल कम हो जाता है तो भी लाइफ फॉर्म्स अफेक्ट होती हैं, बिकॉज दे नीड ऑक्सीजन टू सर्वाइव. बायोलॉजिकल ऑक्सीजन डिमांड और BOD, it indicates the quality of wastewater. And thermal pollution or change in temperature. So what is the effect of thermal pollution? See, aquatic organisms, they are used to a certain range of temperature in the water body where they live, and a sudden marked change in this temperature would be dangerous for them. देखिए जो aquatic organisms हैं वो एक certain temperature में रहने के used to हैं, और अगर थोड़ा सा भी चेंज होता है, मीन्स वाटर का टेम्परेचर अगर इंक्रीज होता है या डिक्रीज होता है, तो उस वजह से क्या होगा, वो अफेक्ट होते हैं, बिकॉज इट अफेक्ट्स द ब्रीडिंग ऑफ एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स एंड द लार्वा एंड एग्स ऑफ द वेरियस एनिमल्स. दे आर पर्टिकुलरली ससेप्टेबल टू टेम्परेचर चेंजेस. सी एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स लाइक फिश, सो इट्स एग्स विल बी अफेक्टेड, और अगर पानी का टेम्परेचर अगर कम या ज़्यादा होता है तो एग्स जो है उस वाटर में नहीं सर्वाइव कर सकते और वो स्पॉइल हो जाएंगे. तो इस वजह से एक्वेटिक लाइफ फॉर्म है ये भी अफेक्ट होती हैं ड्यू टू चेंज इन टेम्परेचर विच इज़ कॉल्ड थर्मल पॉल्यूशन.